Hello and welcome to another episode of The Bright Side. Now, a little birdie has told me that there's a shop, a bakery in Heamoor that sells Anne's pasties. So I'm going to take a little walk to Heamoor, locate said store, which is the former Warrens up there, and buy what I believe to be an Anne's pasty and consume it. Little short and sweet video. So let's go check it out. Nice day today, a little bit of dampness in the air. It's not currently raining, about 50 degrees. So it's a nice, cool, lovely day. As of the recording of this, January 31st, 2024. Oh, there's a car coming, my goodness. Beware criminals. This is a neighbourhood watch area. Just passing by this boundary stone there for the western perimeter of Penzance. Actually, I think probably what this was, it was a boundary stone for the Madron parish. States here BS, boundary stone, 13 feet, I don't know, 13 feet 6 inches is that? I don't know, is that maybe, I'm not sure what that is, maybe above seawater or something, I don't know. And date stamp there, 1865. Here it is, and if you want to find that, it's right opposite that homestead that was probably a barn once, who knows, and the YMCA. A construction update on these buildings in front of West Cornwall Hospital. They are still standing. As of January 31st, they are still standing. That's the main part of the hospital there. And these buildings scheduled to be demolished for former homesteads. Looking a little worse for wear. Yeah, covered this a couple of weeks ago on the channel, and their demise was imminent then, and it's still imminent. In fact, what they've done, what I've noticed across the street here, some work here going on the pavement, but all of the trees and foliage has now been removed from here. There's like some big weird machine there that will, I don't know what that does. Anyway, let's just walk around this side, because the car park has been completely fenced off now. So the car park here at West Cornwall Hospital has now been closed for at least, I don't know, 12 months, 24 months, something like that, because the car park is now full of equipment. But this is the real sad bit. If you're familiar with West Cornwall Hospital, you'll know that for many, many, many years there were some lovely cherry trees, about 5, maybe half a dozen of them, that bordered the perimeter there of the car park. And they have been chopped down. What a shame. Apparently, it's all to do with moving a large crane in here, because basically what's happening is that West Cornwall Hospital is getting a new outpatients department, and all of this, like I said, being used for construction equipment. But yeah, these lovely cherry trees that have stood there for years have all been chopped down, which is quite sad. I know quite a lot of the staff members in the hospital are quite upset. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say iconic, but they were certainly well-known trees here, and now they're gone. There's going to be a lot of disruption to the front end of that hospital for a couple of years. But the end result, a brand new outpatient department, will be worth it. This is a path that I do not tread all that often. This is an untrod path by me. Very rarely will I walk up this road in towards Heamoor. A path, untrod. A path. A path untrod by the Bright Side. I don't even know if that makes sense. Gonna head under the A30, there's a little underpass that will allow me to traverse safely. I was going to say over, make that under the A30 there, westbound, well, and eastbound if you're going that way. So this artwork. It says here March 2016. Lots of names written there. Oh, that's for Heamoor School, year 6. Obviously a little art project there. All right, the whole thing is decorated by Heamoor School. I assume this side, although has been more tagged up there. Nice little buzzy bees, buildings. Says their class of 2017. Heamoor CP Primary School. All right, that looks nice. I'm surprised actually that it's not more tagged up. Yeah, all right. Tons of concrete over my head, keeping me safe from all those cars. Anyway, let's emerge from the underpass, heading into Heamoor. I do hope this place sells Anne's pasties. You know when you have a craving for a particular product and you kind of think, that's what I need to have, that's what I need to eat. So I was watching the road, don't want to get killed in Heamoor. But yeah, you kind of have your heart set on something, your taste buds are ready for a particular sensation. And what you don't want to end up with is some sort of substandard product. So yeah, really hope they sell Anne's here. Right here by Hay Road. Not sure how that's pronounced in Cornish underneath. Ford, I don't know, Ford Hay. They've still got their Christmas decorations up, welcoming you to Heamoor. How about that? Now, back in the day, spent many a night. There's a house down there. I actually forget which number it is. I won't go all the way down, but I forget which number it is. But we used to have some of the best parties in that house. Used to belong to someone I worked with. Yeah, those were the days. Jamaica Place. Right, moving on. Passing by the Sportsman Arms. States here dining. Never eaten in there. I've drunk a few beverages in there. Not for a long time. I didn't frequent it. I didn't go to this pub on a regular basis. But yeah, on odd occasions you pop into the Sportsman and have a few. Right, let's turn down here and find this shop. Like I said, it's the former Warrens here in Heamoor. This on the right hand side, incidentally. Lots of you will probably remember that this used to be a garage. I forget the name of the man who owned it now and ran it. Been closed for, well, long time. Been gone a long time, many years. Now it's just replaced by all of these houses. Yeah, gosh, reminiscing there. I can still see that garage that used to be there. Right, onward. Right, just by Wesley Street here. Let's head in. Yeah, it's open. Let's see what we've got. There's a few customers in there, so I probably won't film too much in here. It says there a Cornerstone. So let's see what they got. Yes! Mission successful. And Anne's Pasty has been procured. Very nice lady in there. They've been open, I think she said, oh, I can't remember now. I think she said August of last year they opened as the Cornerstone, as they term it. It was the Warrens up until the April of that year, so it was obviously closed for a few months, and then they opened up this. Well, it's not an Anne's Pasty shop, don't misunderstand, it's just a shop that sells Anne's Pasties. But right, I need to go and find some place to kind of perch and consume this thing of beauty. Quite a nice little community here in the village of Heamoor. Just going to skip across the street here. States here the old schoolhouse. So obviously a former school. It's an interesting looking building. Obviously hasn't been a school for many years. Oh, that I thought there was someone standing there. That took me by surprise. There's like this figure made out of poppies with a rifle. So obviously some sort of like war memorial thing. But yeah, that took me by surprise. I thought that was someone standing there for a minute. And the Heamoor fish and chip shop there. I haven't actually had any fish and chips from there, but they are supposed to be really good. So I might have to try that one day. Not today though, because I've got a pasty. Just crossing the street there. It's here Main Street. And it's right by the Wesley Rock Methodist Church. Gates are, well, I was going to say the gate is open, but the gate is non-existent. Again, another one of these old churches built probably in the 1800s, something like that. I'm not going to knock the door or venture inside, but yeah, there it is. Just chatting with some local residents here, and they said there's a nice little spot up here that you can sit down. There's usually like a bench or something like that. So we'll have a look, we'll cross that road. Another chapel there by the look of it. We'll get a bit closer to that in a minute and read what that says up there. Let's see. Where are we headed? Well, I know where we are. I know exactly where I am. But I'm not, I don't know if there's, I don't know, we'll see. See if there's a bench here somewhere. Anyway, what does that say? The Bible Christian Chapel, AD 18, I can't quite see, is that 65, 63, something like that. Obviously a former chapel here. In Heamoor, probably a homestead now. Alright, it states here Chapel Road as well. Yeah, carry on that way and you get to Mounts Bay Secondary School, or I think it's an academy now. Got Bone Valley, New Mill up in that direction. Yeah. I don't know, we'll keep wandering around. I can't find that bench quickly, and I haven't got all day. Just passing by this little stream that evidently runs through Heamoor. I don't know how sort of extensive it is. Obviously it goes under the road here. Looks like another former church here, right beside the Wesleyan chapel. Maybe they were very religious people in Heamoor. States here sold, so obviously it's been on the market recently. That like plaque up there. Looks like it's been cemented over. If that's the case, that's a bit of a shame. Kind of lose that little bit of written history. If that was a plaque, I don't know, it could have been a window. Probably a plaque, I would have thought, but I wonder why it's been cemented over. How many churches are there in Heamoor? This is an active church. This is St. Thomas Church, Heamoor, parish of Madron. So this is obviously still an active place of worship. Building there to the left of it. Stained glass window, little bell up there. Yeah. Nice. So it looks like that one's the only active one, along with, I presume, the Wesleyan chapel down there. The others look like they've been turned into homes, that type of thing. Okay, I need to eat my pasty. If I keep going in that direction, I'll end up in Trenear. So I don't want to venture that far today. Let's just see what's along this little way. Like I said, it's a place I don't really frequent that much, to be honest. I only live a couple of miles from here, but you kind of just, you know, you come here for a reason, or I don't know, I don't really need to come here. Oh look, there's that river continuing. Let's get a closer look at that river. Oh, it's probably the one, I'm just getting my bearings a minute. Is this the one that, is this like, what's it called? Oh, what the heck is it called? like, is it all part of Chyandower? Oh, I've no idea. I don't know what that river is. I'll try and find out. Yeah, I've just checked. That's all part of Chyandower Brook, which flows down out to, I assume, like the 3 tunnels. That sort of area in Penzance there, just on the outskirts, the easterly side of Penzance. Do you know what? I know it's kind of on the road, but it's very quiet. I might just perch here and consume my pasty. A bit damp, but that's okay. Just opposite these homesteads, they're probably looking at me thinking, who's this dude? Like, just consuming a pasty and talking to a camera. Oh yes. Do love an Anne's pasty, and I'm really torn between Anne's pasties, Gear Farm, and the butchers in Penzance, Harvey Brothers. I think they're the 3 best pasties around. But yeah, this is just good. Good amount of juice. Loads of meat in there. Yeah, taste of veg. Obviously potato, turnip, and swede, and onion. You could refer to it as the Holy Trinity, perhaps, of the Cornish pasty. Because, you know, looking at the amount of, like, churches and former churches and chapels in Heamoor, obviously the people here were very religious. So we'll go with that. Turnip / swede, however you like to say it. Potato and onion. The Holy Trinity of Cornish pasties. Yeah. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, we've got a little bit of a structural integrity issue on the bottom. Oh, now it's on my leg. What the heck? It's just kind of where the pastry's been sitting in the hot plate. So I assume these are delivered frozen to that shop, and then the shop cooks them. It's quite a pleasant view, and I'm like literally on the road, but not one car has passed me yet. Yeah, nice and quiet. There's like a little gate in there. I wonder what's in there. Like a shed, maybe. Oh no, it's a gate leading to someone's property. Yeah, this is quite nice. So I'm gonna walk back home. Probably via town, pick up a coffee somewhere. I just wanted to pop out for a little bit, have a bit of a stroll round. Like I said in the intro, a little short and sweet video. I've had bigger Anne's pasties. They seem to only have like the one size. I'd say this was just like a medium size. But yeah, the little hit of pasty goodness. Right here in Heamoor, the former Warrens Bakery. Man, this is lush. Always highly recommend an Ann's Pasty. Highly recommend the Gear Farm. And Harvey Brothers, the butchers in Penzance, top of Chapel Street. They would be my top 3 pasties. And I know Gear Farm and Ann's Pasties, although I've obviously procured this here. But I know Ann's Pasties and Gear Farm are obviously out on like the Lizard Peninsula. Vehicle driving past, looking at me as if to say, what is he doing? Join a pasty, my bird. But yeah, they're my go-to pasties, definitely. From directly in Penzance, yeah, butchers for sure. Butchers pasties, just sensational. Remember, like back in the day, like back in the 80s. Well, I suppose people still know, just like throw their trash everywhere. I mean, it's like rubbish all down by my feet. But like people just nonchalant, you know what I mean? They just like, oh, I'm done with that, throw it away. I've got a wet butt. That's okay. I'm gonna put that in my pocket and take it home and dispose of it in the bin, in the correct place. So actually, it could go in recycling. It is paper. Right, I'm gonna head into Penzance, just close out the video, buy a coffee, pardon me, and walk home. Just looked online, apparently Heamoor in Cornish is Anne Hay. Anne Hay, 2 separate words. Just passing by, what was that, the Wesleyan Chapel up there or something. Definitely no access in here, but you can see some gravestones in there. So obviously a former cemetery. Obviously heavily overgrown. Yeah, it looks like a... Let's try and get a bit of a better zoom there. Oh, baby crying in the background. Oh, looks like a headstone, probably a former cemetery. I've heard nothing more on the future of Fountain Court. To my sources, it is still scheduled for demolition, but as of January 2024, it's still standing. Alright, just picked up a hot coffee from Subway. I'm going to enjoy that on my walk home. We're going to leave the video there. Highly recommend an Ann's Pasty. If you're in this area and you don't want to drive all the way out to the Lizard Peninsula, do pop up to the store there at Heamoor. Delicious. You won't be disappointed. Don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, smash the bell. Check us out on all of our socials at The Bright Side. So from us to you, cheers and gone. Pretty good cup of joe, but nowhere near as good as McDonald's.